September 11th, 2001. 2 hours from disaster. 5 men check into American Airlines Flight 11, bound for Los Angeles. 3 of them are flagged by the Computer-Assisted Passenger Pre-Screening System, or CAPS. The computerized algorithm uses factors such as age, nationality, and travel records to identify potentially high-risk individuals.
Questioning of his itinerary and where he's going, potentially what his bags are containing.
None of the hijackers are on the FAA's no-fly list, which would bar them from getting on the plane. And several of the hijackers board the plane carrying box-cutter knives on their person or in their hand luggage.
There were regulations about the blade length. It was less than 4 inches, for example.
Over the next 45 minutes, 14 more hijackers check into 3 more flights at cities across the northeast U.S. 3 more of them are picked up by CAPS, and several of the hijackers are also carrying knives. And yet, all of them are allowed to board their flights. "32 minutes before first impact, the hijackers make their move.
If the hijackers demanded entry to the cockpit, the protocol at that point was open the door, let them in.
Again, the theory doesn't allow for a suicide mission. The 19 hijackers take over 4 passenger jets and turn them into guided missiles. From this moment, there is nothing any airline or air traffic controller can do to stop them. 8:34 a.m. On board, Betty Ong, in desperation, has managed to contact her airline, calling the reservation center in Raleigh, North Carolina.
My name is Betty Ong. I'm number 3 on flight 11. I think we're getting hijacked. Can anybody get up to the cockpit? No, the cockpit is not answering their phone, and the door won't open. We don't know who's up there. And our number 1 has been staffed, and our 5 has been staffed.
The plane is not responding to air traffic controllers. And for the last few minutes, it's been deviating from its route towards New York. But the hijackers have switched off the plane's transponder, meaning Bottiglia doesn't know its speed and altitude. 8:43 a.m. On board American 11, flight attendant Betty Ong has been doing her best to let people on the ground know what's happening on the plane.
I can't get into the cockpit. Is anybody still there?
We are, absolutely. You're doing a great job. Just stay calm, okay, buddy? What's going on, honey? Okay. Aircraft is erratic again. It's having to be erratic.
8:46. American Airlines Flight 11 crashes into the North Tower of the World Trade Center, hitting the building between the 93rd and 99th floors.
This just in, you are looking at obviously a very disturbing live shot there. That is the World Trade Center. We have unconfirmed reports this morning.
The first thing that I saw was a huge conflagration, and in my mind, of course, I knew that could not be a small aircraft. I have in my gut a bad feeling about what I'm looking at.
Now United 175 begins a terrifying descent.
Another plane just hit. Right, oh my God, it hit another building. Flew right into the middle of it. Explosion. Right, God, it's right in the middle of the building.
At 9:03, Flight 175 hits the South Tower. Panic spreads around lower Manhattan. Radar picks up American airline Flight 77 en route from Washington to LA, and it's miles off course. 11 minutes earlier, the flight had begun to turn away from its planned route when it switched off its transponder and radio contact was lost. The flight has turned back east, heading towards the nation's capital. The F-15 fighter jets reach Manhattan. It's now a scene of devastation. At 9:32, American Flight 77 is still heading east towards the nation's capital. .37 a.m.
Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. We're looking at a live picture from Washington, and there is smoke pouring out of the Pentagon.
Seeing America's Defense HQ in flames, Ben Sliney takes decisive action.
3 was just too much to bear and not do something about it. I can't physically control all the aircraft, but I can certainly eliminate all the aircraft from the sky.
This is Ben Sliney, head of ATC.
That was the point at which I gave the order to land all aircraft at the nearest airport, regardless of their destination.
9:59. At the World Trade Center.
Oh, there it goes, there it goes, there it goes, there it goes.
The 110-story South Tower collapses. The plane comes down, just 20 minutes flying time short of Washington, D.C. All 44 passengers and crew are killed.
These are the first pictures we have in. Initial reports indicated no survivors.
25 minutes later, in downtown Manhattan, the North Tower of the World Trade Center collapses. In the space of just 102 minutes, the 4 hijacked planes have claimed the lives of almost 3,000 people. And before the dust settles, the largest criminal investigation in American history begins. There are literally thousands of leads for the FBI counterterrorism team to chase down. Evidence scattered across 3 crash sites. Using this information, it takes a network of thousands of FBI special agents only 72 hours to piece together a web of 19 suspected hijackers. All are linked to a sworn enemy of the United States, Al-Qaeda, and the group's leader, Osama bin Laden.